World boss wins, but will he walk? Hi, I'm Debbie. Vybz Kartel celebrating as the Privy Council overturns his conviction for murder. That ball now in the Jamaican Court of Appeal. But is there any appetite to put Kartel back on trial?
Good or bad, Vybz Kartel always in the news. Front and center then.
So Vybz Kartel always cutting edge in terms of lyrics and style.
And no.
Big up Pearl Boss.
His fate and that of 3 others sent to prison for the same crime still likely to make headlines here and abroad over the coming weeks. Now that the Privy Council Thursday threw the world boss a lifeline in his ongoing battle to beat his 2014 murder conviction. It literally kicked the ball back into our court, but not before setting aside the DJ's conviction. The Privy Council, Kartel's only hope since the Court of Appeal here rejected an earlier attempt to free him.
The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has unanimously concluded that the appeals should be allowed.
So, what's likely now? Another lengthy, costly and tricky retrial of a popular, if controversial, dancehall hero? Or will the justice establishment, which is sure to be embarrassed by Thursday's ruling, cut its losses and let him walk? In downtown Kingston, Kartel true believers already guessing game over. Others not so sure.
Where does him get to England? Why he get sticky? Sticky bad.
Being a dieted fan is not really the point, you know, because it don't make no sense. You're a dieted and you don't speak the truth. Because you have to call a spade, whatever it may.
You know, so when they come back a bat up and catch, you know. You see it? Yeah, man, you don't know he's a youth to charge murder and them thing there. And know the system, you see it? Free roll, boss! That was sad, that we know about. The country I got to Ray. I be a hobby and all kind of thing around the country now. We need Vybz Kartel. Dancehall, I mean everything. The woman them need him, dancehall need him, reggae need him. You see it? Because the thing I got away. Them I talk about Vybz Kartel. Look how the youth them are going now.
When it does come back to Jamaica, what are the chances you think of him getting out?
It should be 99.999. And I rest my case. The last state, if there's a reason of a doubt in the case, then you should be set free.
I'm going to come a road. Me know that. Because when I your court, I'm going to come a road.
I just think them should let him go and done. But I go through that again.
It shows some flaws in the justice system, which that is the problem.
Them can't let him go now.
Victorious posted on Kartel's IG page. His lawyer, Isat Buchanan, in London at the time of the PC's ruling, tagged anytime now.
What I wanted is not what I got, but what I suspected would have happened.
Sean Campbell, a.k.a. Sean Storm's lawyer Bert Samuels, didn't get all he wanted, but enough to celebrate.
When you interviewed me 4 years ago, but now I am saying yes, we are moving towards what we really want.
The question remains, is this an indictment of how this case was prosecuted from the start?
I know you know I'm not afraid to speak. Why did the DPP go into the judge's chambers and encouraged him to continue the case where someone was bribing the jury? And then she caused him to be arrested and tried in Harpatry and convicted. That is, in my respectful opinion, improper conduct, and it has been aired in the Privy Council today.
Is this likely to go to a retrial, or are they likely to walk?
I would think that the Court of Appeal would be strongly influenced by the fact that the men have served 14 years already, that the evidence may not be available for the prosecution, that it cost the men huge amounts of money to do a trial which had already lasted 4.5 months. It's going to last longer now, and therefore, in the interest of justice, time spent, that's it.
Obviously, somebody is paying for this. What's the price tag to sustain this appeal and bring it to this point?
What it is worth is multi-millions. What has been paid, I can't tell you.
But it's been paid, or has yet to be paid?
Yeah, it is paid by the victory. It's called the vanity of victory. We are so happy for this victory. Money doesn't matter to lawyers who fight. We fight for a cause.
Yeah, but come on, have you been paid or not?
Can't say.
I have to ask this question. On Friday, Vybz Kartel put out a tweet. He bigged up the people associated with this appeal. Your name was not there. And under that was this cryptic reference to no autopaths.
Yes.
And we know.
I saw it. My answer to that is.
It's a dig at you.
No, well, my answer to that is I have never been his attorney. I've always been Sean Storm's attorney. So to big up his team and to leave me off, he's accurate. I don't represent you, bro.
But no autopaths?
Well, it was at one time, you know, it hurts if you don't get birds. And another time it was birthday on your case like Bert Samuels. Those were celebrations. The wind has shifted. I don't know whether it's hurricane season or what.
When the submissions were made to the Privy Council, they were made by a British lawyer.
I know what you're asking. Can't sons and daughters of the soil argue in that court? Well, that court shouldn't even be. We should have the Caribbean Court of Justice. I'm not subscribing to the Privy Council by any means. We have bright lawyers who can become judges in our Caribbean Court of Justice. Away with the Privy Council, bro.
Because the prosecution was also represented by a British lawyer. The defense represented by a British lawyer. It does say something about us and who makes that decision. That decision was made by Sean Storm Kartel, the people whose fate hung in the balance, wasn't it?
That's true, but you got to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can argue in the Privy Council. That's what you want me to say.
Laughter from Bert, but the wait continues here at the colonial-era prison that's been home on and off to Kartel and his fellow convicts, for whom after at least 12 years behind bars, better sooner than later for a final decision on their fate.
We're hoping the Court of Appeal will deal with this matter before the year ends, and that would be so long. Must be frustrating. So we'd ask for the case to be fast-tracked in the Court of Appeal when you look at other persons who have, well, they have gone 14 years. There are people in the Court of Appeal. We hope we can get a skip in the line.
If Bob Marley naga big on the boss when the boss come.
Dancehall, I'm everything.
Dancehall, I'm everything.